saw the Indiana Fever get eliminated, and I wanted to talk about the top reasons why the WNBA still would be interesting and it would still be worth watching till the end of the season. I understand Caitlin Clark's eliminated, and but no, trust me, I'm a big fan of hers. I started watching because of her, but obviously I stayed on. I'm a fan of sports, so I just I like to watch. I realize there's a lot of competition, so let's go ahead and get into the first reason. So you got the Sun, who eliminated the Indiana Fever. This team is pretty good. I'm curious to watch. Now remember, the WNBA is only 3 rounds. It's not like the NBA. You have basically the first round, the second round, and then the finals. So it's really not that much longer to go. So I'm curious to see if the Sun will actually continue to win a championship. It'll actually look good for Caitlin Clark's Fever if this team actually does win a championship. So I'd be curious. The other reason to watch this game is you have the best 3-point shooter in the WNBA. In my opinion, Bridget Carlton, she's actually really good. She's shooting 44% from 3, which is insane. The reason why that's because if you think about it, Caitlin Clark, she's an excellent 3-point shooter as well, but she's only shooting 34%. So this girl's shooting 10% higher. And the only reason why, so Caitlin Clark's ranked around 30th in the WNBA in shooting. She's ranked 5th, and the only reason she's really ranked 5th is because the other people above her don't really have that many attempts. Like if you look at Lexi Hull, for example, she kind of came on a little bit later. She was off the bench, so she didn't really get as many attempts. So naturally, your attempts aren't going to be that high when you don't shoot that many attempts. So there's really only one person on that list from Washington that had close to as many attempts as Bridget Carlton does, but she has I think over 300 3-point attempts, I believe, if I remember that right. So, but anyway, she's 5th in the league. She's definitely something to watch. She'll be going up against So why watch the Lynx? Well, because of her. One of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Caitlin Clark's good, but she's not this girl. And then obviously let's go to the next reason is obviously you got 2 powerhouse teams. You got the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty are incredible. They're number 1. They just beat the Atlanta. I didn't even bother watching that because Atlanta is just not that good. But so the Liberty, I'll be watching them. I'm curious to see how they go against the Aces because they're 2 powerhouse teams. You got 2 former MVPs going against each other. You got Breanna Stewart. You got Asia Wilson. And Breanna Stewart was actually the MVP. She's the one all the way on the left. She was actually the MVP right before Asia Wilson won hers. So these, both of them are pretty legit. You got Jonquel Jones all the way on the right. She's a former MVP as well. You got Sabrina Ionescu, who's one of the most popular shooters in the WNBA. She's kind of hot and cold, kind of like Caitlin Clark is, but they're both pretty popular. And then you got, of course, you got the Las Vegas Aces, and you got led by that woman in the middle. Kelsey Plum is actually one of the most underrated players as well. I think she's excellent. She's a great 3-point shooter. But the Aces are really good. But the girl in the middle, obviously, you know who that is. Asia Wilson. She's a bad girl. So she's incredible. She's definitely. I'm curious to see if they're going to win another championship because they're, both of these teams are WNBA champions. They both won the championship. I believe the last time the Liberty won. Well, anyway, they're both recent champions. So. But like I said, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I stayed because I like the sport. I liked, when I watched Caitlin Clark, I'm looking around at all these other females. They're all really good. They're very popular, very, very good at what they do. So, and then I also wanted to say this: if you just want to watch because of Caitlin Clark and you're just here for her, that's totally cool too. Your viewership really helped out this league. I'll be paying for my subscription for years to come. I'll be watching it all the way till the end. And I don't really watch the games live. You can watch the games, on your time because obviously football is going on. I'm not saying stop watching football, but you can watch the WNBA games anytime. And then the other thing I wanted to say was marketing. Marketing is the reason why Caitlin Clark. Now, don't get me wrong. She brought a lot of viewers to the game. Obviously, I'm one of them. But marketing is going to continue. Caitlin Clark's not going to be the only one. You're going to have Paige coming in next year. You're going to have Juju Watkins coming in a few years. You're going to have a lot of marketing going on, and the reason why that is because we know who these players are in college. You know, the marketing is very good and it starts at the college level. And, you know, Caitlin Clark just happens to be the most popular of those marketed players. But, you know, like Haley Van Leith, for example, she's on her way. So really it's all about marketing at the end of the day. And you wouldn't know, let's be honest, you wouldn't know who Caitlin Clark was if it wasn't for the marketing that started when she was in Indiana. You know, and that's how I knew. I was watching Caitlin Clark games when she was in Indiana, thanks to good marketing. So the WNBA is on its way up. You know, I'm excited for it. Love to get your thoughts. You know, are you going to be watching? Are you not going to be watching? Are you done? Either way, it's cool. You know, you're still helping out. Catch you guys in the next video, and peace.